Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling is Silly. I am your host, the host with the most, the compare without compare, the guy who just can't shut the fuck up. I am Eden. Joining me, as usual, on the other side of the desk and the other side of that wall that separates my office from my bedroom, Detective Barry. Zach, how are you doing today? It is you. It wasn't going to be anybody else. How are you doing on this fine, freezing cold day?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna beat the EP allegations today.
Are you big Eep?
Yeah, I think I am.
Were you about to say I'm a little big Eep?
Yeah.
That makes you a medium Eep. They cancel each other
Well,
out.
no, so I was gonna say a little bit Eep. I have been sort of sat here. I think it's because it's cold.
It is.
If it's cold in a room,
It was
my
warm
defense
a couple of days
mechanisms-
ago, and then bam, cold again. Hate it.
My defense mechanisms go, oh, but if you were tired, you could get into bed. The bed is warm.
If you were asleep, you cannot feel the cold, so you might as well sleep. Neil, thank you for that resub. 8 months now. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Zach talking about how big EP is.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not a big Eep, I'm little Eep.
Are you currently lay down in bed?
No. Well,
Good.
I'm like like the Roman emperors, where they're like on the elbow, sort of leaning up.
Ah, you're doing the hedonism bot feed me grapes pose.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
And nobody is feeding you grapes.
I know, it's tragic.
What
We
is
need to
this
train the
absolute
dog.
tragedy?
We need to train the dog to feed me grapes.
We couldn't train the dog to do fucking anything, let alone something useful like feed us grapes. He's too fucking
you're so
stupid.
right. Yeah, you're so right.
He is. There's not a thought behind those eyes at all.
No. No.
But yeah, he is pretty, so he gets away with it, just like me. Grapes are not good for dogs, which is why we would train him to not eat them.
Yeah.
One thing he's quite good at is not eating things that we tell him not to eat.
Yeah, that is true. He's very good for that. I don't think I've ever met a dog that's so well behaved around food.
Like, we could full on like put his food down and go, no, you can't have that, and he'll just look at it and go, how about now? How about now? Can I have it now? And yeah, like the one thing that we were like, we gotta get him good at food, because like fuck is he biting a ham sandwich out my hand, I'll take his head off.
Yeah. Gotta protect the ham sammies.
Gotta protect the ham sandwiches. Apparently that's the hill I'm dying on, ham sandwiches. I don't have an interesting topic to bring you today. I know last week. I can't remember what I brought you last week. I do. What I brought you last week is film rage, because I brought you information about the Minecraft movie.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot that was last week. I thought that was the week before.
Yeah, it's just it was film rage. This week I have nothing for you. Because I've been simultaneously both very busy and not busy at all. I've had like no big job has come in, but I've had just lots of teeny little things I need to do. And that just like that eats your fucking time. I love giving entire days to admin. Being an artist rules. Giving entire days to admin and writing emails and redesigning my entire workflow because my task manager doesn't work anymore. I love being an artist. It's great. Would recommend, if you don't enjoy making art, become an artist, because you barely spend any of your time making art.
Yeah. I barely do anything other than admin, so for the shop, I mean.
The shop, because once you've got like items designed, what is there to do left except admin?
Yeah, but it's also not even me that really does the designs.
It's true, that's me.
So I just do the admin.
You keep the lights on. The shop wouldn't run. If it was just fucking me, there'd be no shop.
Yeah, it's all admin. It's all admin.
You are a self-employed admin job.
Yeah.
This is living the self-employed dream. You hired yourself to do admin.
Yeah.
But you get.
And I barely need to deal with other people. That's the beauty of it. If I was doing admin anywhere else, I'd have to like deal with other people.
You'd have to be in the office. You'd have to be in the office at 9 a.m. It's fuck that.
No one's buying pins at 9 a.m. Don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, nobody important needs to contact a pin shop at 9 o'clock in the morning. So what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
like,
I don't need to worry about it.
I've been in this like I should start getting up at a reasonable time kind of thing, and then I can go, okay, I can work a good work day, and then I can stop working at like 5 o'clock. And that means I can play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth all night.
Yeah.
But the only people that have wanted to talk to me have been unavailable until the evening, my time. And I'm like, no, stop that. This is my time. This is my time. This is Infinite Wealth time. This is not work time. My work hard drive has been unplugged and put away. I'm not on work time. Talk to me during fucking work time. Which is why I need more clients from the UK. So if you're in the UK, tell all of your businessy friends to hire me.
Yeah. And also buy pins.
And also buy pins at nerdyquare.com. The Kickstarter has finished. The Kickstarter has officially finished. The Kickstarter that we were talking about for the last few weeks. Not only has the Kickstarter officially finished, but it did, in fact, reach its initial goal of £620. We got £791 overall, which means we are going to be able to make both the rainbow and 8-stripe rainbow Tojo clan pins, which I'm so happy about.
Same.
We might end up like self-funding more of them in the future, but we get to make 2, and that's great. I'm really happy. I want one now. But it's going to be like 2 months. It's going to be like 2 months before they get here, and that sucks. But that's cool. That was a real slow-moving campaign for the most part. But we got there in the end, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of that's down to shit. Like, I'm not sure people are kickstarting the way that they used to. But also, I think Twitter used to help our campaigns, and now it helps no one do anything. So,
I used to get a lot of my work from Twitter, and then Twitter exploded, and now nothing of merit It changed its name to X, but there is no treasure buried there. It is, that probably did hinder us a fair bit, but and like I could try and break into Instagram and Tumblr, but I don't know how those spheres work. Tumblr is like a foreign language to me. It's either people 10 years older than me or 10 years younger than me. Don't understand, and they're all posting.
To be honest, the Tumblr that I've seen is all just artists that barely ever post. I don't even bother with it anymore.
Peter Brad's 85, thank you for the follow. Do you understand how Tumblr works? I don't. Judging by the 85 in your name, you are older than me, so you might be in the old Tumblr demographic. You might know how Tumblr works. Can you help me? But yeah, like it sort of is. It sort of is just like people making fan art now. There's no real like Tumblr community anymore, which is quite sad. Quite sad,
to be honest.
But alas, it happens. I don't know where they all went. They're probably just scattered among the winds. But
yeah, to be totally honest, I genuinely think it's because they got rid of the porn.
Oh yeah, getting rid of the porn probably definitely had a big effect on how many people were using Tumblr.
I don't even mean that as just like everybody was on there for the porn, but like even not safe for work fan art, which was very popular.
It was very popular.
People like that shit.
People do. And Tumblr was one of the last places you could post it.
Once you piss off the fandom girlies, they're gone. They don't want you.
Yeah, if you lose a core audience of girlies, you're gone. You're dead.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason that all the rumors that AEW is going to die are unfounded, because the girlies still love AEW.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about the girlies, ephemeral.
The ephemeral.
Did you hear about that? Okay, I think the word is shonen anime. It's like the kind of power creep battle anime shit, Dragon Ball and stuff, right? There was one recently where basically I think they were worried it was going to be cancelled because it wasn't that popular. It began with a K, can't remember what it was called. And basically there was I don't know why, but there was an influx of the girlies who like to draw the gays. And like the subreddit absolutely popped off. They were like, oh my god, we're saved. The Fujoshi. Yeah.
The girlies have found us, we're not getting cancelled.
And I was like, oh my god, brilliant.
The power of the girlies.
And like even in the sidebar, they were like, women welcome. It's like, oh my god, dude.
It says a lot about fucking anime fandom that they have to clarify. Women are allowed here, don't worry.
Yeah, I know. It was dead funny.
I enjoy that. I very much enjoy this.
It is so refreshing when normally the fucking women and queer people who come and like draw sexy queer art, like they normally get absolutely torn apart by the, I'm gonna put in massive quotation marks, normal anime fans. But just to see one that was absolutely elated when they showed up, they were like, oh my god.
I love that. Paul the Paul, thank you for resubscribing. 9 months, that's a whole ass baby's time.
That's so long.
It's so long. Sorry, I interrupted you. Thanking.
I was just gonna say, it makes me think of the creator of Gundam also says that he attributes the success to women as well. Because he was saying, like, I think it was on the first run of the anime or possibly manga. Don't know enough about Gundam. I'm really sorry if there's Gundam.
Nothing
fans
about
in
Gundam.
But he basically said, like, during the original anime run, when they did like fan events and stuff, it was mostly women that showed up. It was like a core, like a small but dedicated group of women followers. And then it was only sort of at the end when it got cancelled that sort of guys started showing up because they started doing the kits. I don't know what you call Gundam.
Yeah, the kits. Kits is. I think they're just called Gundams.
Yeah, so like only when they started doing those did the men show up, but the only reason that they exist is because of the sort of core group of women who liked the original anime, because it was that success that made people buy kits and things.
Yeah.
Well, made them fund the kits, you know what I mean?
So the girlies are the reason that you can buy Gundams, which I have heard Gundams described as satisfying as Lego but cheaper. And when a fucking Gundam is cheaper than Lego, then Lego needs to sort its shit out.
That is concerning.
Right?
No, to be fair, I've seen some of the expensive kits and they are massive. But I don't know how big Gundams are.
Gundams can be pretty big. They can also be pretty small, but they can be pretty big. Gundams come in various sizes, is what I'm saying. But apparently they're cheaper than Lego, and that's
Gundam
fucking
positivity.
ridiculous. Gundam, yeah, we're Gundam positivity. Doesn't matter what size or shape of Gundam are, you're still a Gundam. The girlies are an integral part of every fandom. And
everyone shits on them, and I hate that. I love the girlies.
The wrestling girlies are great. We love wrestling girlies.
Yeah.
I know a wrestling girlie that got her very homoerotic Hangman Swerve fan art retweeted by Swerve.
Oh my god.
And I don't think Swerve saw the homoeroticism that was on show, but oh boy, the people that followed him sure did.
Yeah, to be honest, you say that though, but like sometimes they do just like repost it anyway. It's like when Kojima reposted, I think it was outright just gay. I think Norman Reedus' character and one of the other characters from Death Stranding were having a smooch, and he like reposted it. This is the same man who in like fucking, I think it was like 2013, like posted a picture of himself in a rainbow shirt and felt the need to tweet out like, yes, I'm wearing a rainbow shirt, but I am not gay.
Hideo Kojima is a strange man.
Yeah, he is. Though, you know,
you gotta
also
be
a bit of a genius.
Or like
so...
you got to be a bit strange to come up with Death Stranding and all of its associated bullshit.
And RGG have reposted some Kazumagi. Definitely. It wasn't a straight up kiss, but it was like
There was some homoerotic tensions.
Oh yeah, it was so bad that the person that drew it had to go off Twitter for a bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, because the fucking quote unquote normal Yakuza fans got really fucking pissy about it.
Now, I know what you mean when you say quote unquote normal, but I've spoken to enough Yakuza fans to know that we are the normal Yakuza fan.
Oh yeah. Certainly, I was gonna say certainly Western fans. I think they do lean more. They're fucking gay as shit.
Yeah. Almost as strange as you got to be to come up with a weird. Okay, no. This thing here makes more sense than Death Stranding, and I will die on that hill. There's no.
Death Stranding is a bit weird.
There's no rain that makes you old in wrestling is silly.
Yeah, Death Stranding is weird, but I found it oddly compelling.
Yeah, I mean that's generally the review I've heard from most people. Oddly compelling.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my favorite bit of queer-related, RGG-related trivia?
Oh, go on.
The voice/face actor for Kuze in Yakuza 0
oh my God,
has gone on record saying he believes in trans rights because one time he got a really good blowy from a trans woman. And that's king shit. That's absolute king shit. That woman, fucking queen shit. Kuze, king shit. Nobody bad in this interaction. And he just fucking. I think it was a fucking Yakuza panel as well.
That's hysterical. I can't believe he just came out.
He just said it. He just fucking said it. What a god.
They need to find an excuse for him to come back.
They really do. just have like a cameo in Infinite Wealth. Just oh hey, it's Kuze.
Yeah.
Kuze is something or others. Shall we do a wrestling show?
I think we probably should.
It's been 20. It's been the mandatory 20 minutes of bullshit. Let's do a wrestling show.
We started late.
We did start. Well, we've been streaming for 24 minutes. So that means we've done our allotted 20 minutes of bullshit. Let's do a wrestling show now.
It never feels like we've chatted for 20 minutes.
Because we're just real good company, and we could full on just do a full chat show for an hour. Nobody would enjoy it because it would just be me and you talking shit. But
I mean,
we could.
I'd love it. I'd love to just talk to you for an hour.
I mean, maybe we should start a podcast. I listen to a podcast called I Don't Like Mondays. It is a Garfield review show that is an hour plus in length every week, and the last 5 minutes they go, we should talk about Garfield, shouldn't we? And the rest of the show is just a man and his wife talking about stuff. And that is the kind of podcast I want to do. Like 5 minutes before the end.
And people listen to that, do they?
Yes, people listen to that.
Okay. Were they already famous?
No.
Okay.
It's just a couple talking about all sorts of stuff, and then 5 minutes before the end they go, yeah, we should review this Garfield strip, shouldn't we?
Okay, what would our show be about that we spend the last 5 minutes of our hour?
It would have to be something small. Like we couldn't do like a BoJack Horseman podcast because we can't talk about a BoJack Horseman episode for 5 minutes. It would have to be something small.
I mean, we could, but then we'd have to do it into like several parts.
Yes.
Where like at the end of all these hours, we'd have 5 minutes to talk about the actual episode.
We could do I don't know what we could do, but like we could very easily do that genre of podcast in which we don't actually address the subject for the first 90% of the show, and just talk about anything.
I put it to you that the things that, the kind of people we are, and B, the kind of things that we like, we would not be able to just talk about something for 5 minutes, and what would actually happen is we'd have a podcast about something and it would be like 2 hours, and the first hour would be just us chatting shit, and then we'd go, we should probably talk about this, and then we'd actually talk about it, and you'd just get bumper episodes.
Do you mean every true crime podcast that exists?
I don't really listen to true crime podcasts.
Neither do I, because they're all fucking like that. It's all just an hour of indiscretionary nonsense. That's not the correct word, but I'm using it. And then an hour of actual content.
I mean, go for it.
But yeah, we could like the secret is they don't enjoy Garfield. That's the secret. They don't enjoy the Garfield bits.
So we'd need to pick something that we don't really like.
Because it's we've done like it's been an hour. We should probably do the topic that we want to do, but we don't actually want to do it, so we're just gonna make it 5 minutes.
I see. Okay.
That's the secret.
Okay. I understand now.
You understand? Yeah. They don't like Garfield. Nobody likes Garfield.
I feel like nobody dislikes Garfield.
Yes,
either.
everybody is at least neutral to Garfield, because he is ever present and just part of the world. So yeah, nobody can really like or dislike Garfield. He's just there. And you know where else Garfield is?
In Wrestling is Silly.
On the show tonight, in fact.
Yeah.
Because we are actually gonna do the show now.
Yeah, sorry.
Got distracted again. We got distracted in trying to get on track.
Yeah.
We just took the second exit instead of the first. It's fine. Welcome to Wrestling Silly, everyone. We're actually going to do
Missed
a
our
wrestling
first
show.
turning.
Yeah, I had to loop back around. It's fine. We are going to start the show in the blind tag bracket. Last week we saw the Fight Boyfriends and Darth Maul and Mr. M stamp their tickets to the semi-finals. This week we're returning to the left-hand side of the bracket to discover who is going to make it into the finals. Will it be Donkey Kong and Karl Marx or Ichiban and Sub-Zero? That is your first match of this evening. We decided on the team name Cold Ones for Ichiban and Sub-Zero. Did we decide on a team name for Donkey Kong and Karl Marx, or am I gonna just keep calling them Don Capital?
You see, I don't know if is Don Capital better or is Das Kong better?
Das Kong is actually quite good, but like it doesn't tell me anything about the name. It's just a funny sounding name.
I'm going to be totally honest with you, Eden. I don't know if I went up to someone in the street and went, "What tag team is Don Capital?"
No, it's not Don Capital. It's Don Capital. It's one word because it's Donk and
Oh, I
Capital.
see. Okay.
They share the K.
Okay. I'm still not a fan.
Still not feeling it?
But, you know, you do you.
I'm gonna put Don Capital in the predictions. Get your predictions in now. If you ask somebody in the street, they'd look at you funny and walk away. That is true, but that does mean you wouldn't get the answer that you wanted, which is Donkey Kong and Karl Marx. But if you walked up to somebody in the street and said Donkey Kong and Karl Marx are in a tag team, what are you gonna call them? They would look at you like you just shat on their shoes. So it's not a man in the street question.
Joke's on you. People look at me funny and walk away from me without me having to ask them anything. Ha!
That's true for me as well. That is the life of being a walkabout magician at a corporate show.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't do that shit anymore. Who do you think's gonna go through? Cold Ones or Don Capital?
Cold Ones. I'm not biased or anything.
Not biased or anything.
No.
I think both teams have got a good chance, but Twitch champions on one side, no champions on the other. I gotta give it to Cold Ones as well. Only one way to find out though, and that is, let's go down to the ring for the first time this evening. Folks, your opening contest for this evening is scheduled for one fall, and it's a blind tag tournament semi-final. On their way to the ring first, representing Cold Ones, he is the reigning Twitch champion, hailing from a soapland in Kamurocho, Tokyo, weighing in at 269 pounds. He is the hero. He is the main character, Kasuga Ichiban. That was well timed.
That was well timed.
Almost like I was doing it on purpose, which I totally wasn't. I was flailing on the spreadsheet to find his details. I'm surprised at how well Cold Ones have gelled. Considering they came in with a little bit of adversity coming after the mixed tag tournament, but they seem to have put that to one side.
I mean, maybe they just want to win.
And his partner from China, weighing in at 215 pounds, Sub-Zero. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Maybe they do just want to win. I mean, they get a chance at the Wrestling is Silly World Tag titles if they win, and I mean, Ichiban gets a chance to be a double champ.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want to be a double champ? We've never had a double champ in Wrestling is Silly before. No, we have not. We've had people that have held more than one title, but never at the same time.
Right, okay, that might be why. Like, you know when something, like, it kind of tickles your brain a bit?
Yeah.
You're like, that feels...
incorrect.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a lot of champs in this semi-final, because obviously you've got Ichiban, you've got Darth Maul, you've got Mr. M, you've got Kiryu, obviously. A lot of gold going into these semi-finals. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it? I suppose if anything, it's just proof that our champs are, champ worthy.
Mm-hmm.
And their opponents first, from the heart of all the workers across the world, weighing in at 210 pounds, Karl Marx. I like Karl's no-nonsense approach. He needs no flashy light show. He just makes his way down. A little bit of amp into the crowd, but gets to the ring, gets his job done. In stark contrast to his partner. And his partner from Congo Jungle, weighing in at 562 pounds, Donkey Kong. Did he get there with his OAP bus pass? Look, I don't know how old Karl Marx is, but most likely he got there with his OAP bus pass. That feels like the kind of thing he would want to use. But maybe I think the Grey is just stressed. He's very stressed from trying to start a revolution, trying to overthrow capitalism, and now having to work with Giant Monkey. Man's got a lot on his plate.
My brain keeps reading it as bus passe, and I'm trying to think of a joke based on that, and it's not coming, so I'm sorry. Have the joke, and maybe somebody will come up with something funnier.
Here's an IKEA joke. It's some self-assembly is required.
Yeah.
And Gus rings the bell. Sub-Zero and Donkey Kong sidling up, and the two Afros going up against the stereo German suplexes from both teams. And, ooh, that was an interesting maneuver there from Ichiban. Meanwhile, Sub-Zero up on the shoulders of the Giant. Snake Eyes from Donkey Kong into the corner there. And now DK turning his attention to Ichiban. And, face first into the ground. Yeah, OEP bus pass is state-sponsored public transport, so we'd be all over that. Exactly. Like, he would be all the fuck over some state-sponsored public transport.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd be all over that.
I mean, yeah, we should all be all over that. Look, just like DK is all over every single person in the ring. Tope Suicida there from Karl Marx onto Ichiban. But a sunset flip powerbomb from Sub-Zero on the outside. That's going to hit hard. Followed up by a very sharp DDT.
I'm gonna get right. Okay, this is gonna really out me as the short king that I am, but it always freaks me out a little bit when they like just step over the top rope. That's wrong.
Yeah, stepping over the top rope is wrong. Like, I am not a short king, but even I can't do that.
Freaks me out a bit. Just something wrong about it.
You got to be like 7 foot tall to do that shit.
It's like, all right, Slender Man, calm down. Go over the middle rope like a normal person.
Sub-Zero going for the cover, but Karl Marx able to distract Gus for long enough that he doesn't even hit a 1 count, and a neck breaker onto Ichiban. High drop kick into a I almost called that a Kamehameha because I forgot the word. Hurricane Rana there from Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero turning his attention to Karl Marx, straight back to DK. Sub-Zero putting in double time today. Even if you're tall, you need to do good stretches to kick the high. I mean, they don't kick; they just sort of slowly lift their leg, and you can push down on the rope to get more leverage. So it's doable, but you just got to be real tall. Beautiful moonsault attempt there from Sub-Zero, but Ichiban and DK moved Karl Marx out of the way, unfortunately. And Karl capturing.
Not unfortunately, no bias.
Unfortunately for Sub-Zero, I meant.
I see. Just checking.
And big Lucha Libre arm drag there off the top rope from Karl Marx. Sub-Zero attempting another pin, but Karl right there to shut it down. And now Team Cold Ones on the outside. Karl following Sub-Zero into the trap set by Cold Ones, perhaps. Oh, beautiful Tierras there. Busting Karl Marx open as his face collides with the thin mat of the outside. And now, big neck breaker there from Sub-Zero. DK finally up and trying to intervene. Belly to belly, just a straight up belly to belly slam there. And a head scissors with just the elbow careening into that busted open forehead. Cold Ones are turning it around. Another beautiful German suplex as DK smashes into that steel ring post. I was about to say it looks like a Cold Ones victory, but then a snap suplex from Karl Marx might be about to turn it around. X Factor there.
Do you think Karl Marx would like X Factor?
You mean the TV show?
Yeah.
That is such an off-the-wall question. Probably not, because
I feel like he wouldn't be a reality TV show guy.
Yeah, because reality TV. If I was to ask, if you were to bring Karl Marx,
do you think he'd still be salty about the writer's strike? Do you think that's what?
I think salty about the writer's strike, and also like a lot of reality TV shows just sort of make jokes of the working class to make money for rich people, and that's not what he's about, is it?
Yeah, true. I don't know if X Factor is one of those specifically.
In the audition stages, they definitely are.
I'm gonna be. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I just remember the sort of competition-y bit.
Yeah, a lot of the audition stages is just making fun of people that think they can sing.
I mean, to be fair, some of them really couldn't sing.
Yeah, but
and they thought they could.
Just don't have to put them on TV. Funny. Make that a secret, private joke for the people in the room. Running big boot there from Sub-Zero, followed up by this beautiful sequence there. Sub-Zero gets another pin. Karl Marx, though, almost alerted by the pin, shot back up like a rocket to break it up. Nope. Miss there from the knee strike from Ichiban. Unfortunately, he's put people away with that knee strike, so it was very, very lucky that Karl missed it. But a shotgun dropkick off the springboard takes DK down. Yeah, I don't think Karl Marx would like Simon Cowell as a person or as a symbol for the capitalist class.
Who does like Simon Cowell as a person?
Presumably at least like one person.
I suppose he has been married, but maybe they just married him for his money.
I don't think he would be hired to be a presenter, like to be like a face of the show, unless he had at least one friend. Because I'm pretty sure he was just like an exec of the record label before.
I was going to say that what isn't okay. This might be me showing my ass, but I thought the reason he was even a judge was because it was his company that.
Yeah,
got the record
it's
label.
Psycho Records, which is Simon Cowell Records, and yeah, he's a judge because. Like, just same reason he was a judge on Pop Idol, and I think he's still a judge on American Idol, because it's his record label behind it. Oh, beautiful backflip backflip German suplex there from Ichiban. The fight has really broken down out on the outside here.
I think Karl Marx would love Jeopardy, though.
I think Karl Marx feels like a guy that would love a quiz. He feels like a quizzer to me. Feels like a quiz guy.
Yeah, and they don't like make fun of people,
No.
even if they like really fumble.
I saw on
They have a little laugh, like, but you know, not
I
anything really mean.
I saw on Celebrity Jeopardy, Becky Lynch, famous wrestlewoman, got the worst ever score on any Jeopardy ever.
Oh my god, bless
on
her.
the latest Celebrity Jeopardy.
That's tragic.
Because in Celebrity Jeopardy, they do 3 rounds instead of 2. But if you just count her first 2 rounds, which are the 2 rounds they do in regular Jeopardy, worst score of all time.
Did you see the so it wasn't Jeopardy, it was Wheel of Fortune. The video of that poor woman who it was like the word was like clearly fresh vegetables and everything else, or sorry, like maybe fresh vegetables something, and like the only letter she hadn't got was the S in fresh, and she goes G.
Frag vegetables.
Okay, so the word wasn't vegetables, this is G in vegetables, but it was like that. She had everything else except the S and the G.
Oh, poor woman.
I was like, oh no. The thing is, I can't say I wouldn't do shit like that because I would be panicking.
I'm real good at quiz shows when I'm watching them, but I'm sure I would just panic under stage lights.
I think everybody's like that, right? Like, because there's no pressure when you're sat at home. You don't have to worry about people laughing at you.
Oh, People's Revolution by Karl Marx. Karl Marx with the cover.
No! No!
Here are your winners, ascending to the finals of the Blind Tag Tournament. Karl Marx and Donkey Kong.
No.
Ichiban and Sub-Zero's journey unfortunately ends here.
This is terrible.
As a well-placed revolution shuts them down. It is like no bias on commentary, of course. It was not the outcome I think anybody wanted, except the 86% of people that predicted correctly. Well done to you all. Enjoy your whiz balls. But I mean, somebody's gotta like these surprises happen in these tournaments, and like Cold Ones, they controlled the match in like maybe the second act, but it was a Don Capital show for the rest of the time. It was. You may not like it, but you gotta admit they did have control of most of that match.
Yes, Bose.
And their teamwork was pretty in sync, I gotta say. You're not taking it, you're not liking it?
No.
Maybe you'll like the next match instead, because, and I promise you, I'm not just getting lazy with my booking. We've already seen this matchup twice in the last 2 weeks, but these two women are just determined to continue to kick the shit out of each other. And you know what? I'm happy to let them do it. I'll give them the time. They put on entertaining matches every single week. Daisy and Bridget once again in singles action. I'm going to say this now for the last time. Daisy's gotten 2 wins in a row. Bridget was the one that demanded this rematch. I think she just wants to do it for her pride now.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably wanted a best 2 out of 3, and then that
Yes.
didn't go very well. So,
Yeah, I think she wanted to have one each way and then have the rubber match, but now she just wants to get one round in for a pride. Do you think she can do it, or do you think Daisy will continue to stomp the shit out of Bridget?
if I speak against Bridget, they will revoke my trans card.
That's
so
true.
I'm going to plead the 5th. Good luck to both contestants.
Let's go down to the ring.
Yes. Let's go down to the ring.
Let's go down to the ring. I forgot to hit the button. Oh no,
Embarrassing.
you got to see behind the scenes. I hit the wrong button. Hit the buttons in the wrong order.
Yeah, see, I can't say anything against Brisket.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first from Sarasa Land, weighing in at 140 pounds, Princess Daisy. Now Daisy's been on a bit of a run. She's realized she don't got the case anymore, which is very good. But she's been a bit like, after the failed cash in, she's very much tried to assert a dominance. I don't think she's got the title picture behind her just yet.
I see we managed to successfully wrestle that smiley case off
Yes,
her.
I had a talk with her backstage. She cashed
She's
it in.
not
It did
allowed to
work.
bring in the
She's
rap, you
not
know.
allowed to bring it in. And her opponent from England, weighing in at 110 pounds, Bridget. We told her to go back to developmental for it, to hone her skills, to tune up. She didn't listen. And part of me admires the tenacity. I gotta be honest, part of me admires the tenacity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's a very brave woman.
But I think she thinks she needs this win.
Yeah, and I understand that.
Yeah. And there's the bell. Bridget coming up hot with the dragon screw there, taking Daisy off her feet. And a well-placed forearm dazing Daisy for a moment, and a beautiful Russian leg sweep there, taking down. Bridget coming out, firing on all cylinders. Beautiful standing moonsault. Bridget does in fact have a perfect loss record at the minute. She is kind of the jobber of the women's division, which, you know, I don't quite like. Low dropkick attempt avoided by Daisy. I don't quite like that she's become the jobber of the women's division, but, you know, God loves a trier. We all loved Fuego del Sol when he did the same thing. Oh, stomping on the knees there from Daisy. And now, up right into the awaiting closed fist of Princess Daisy. And a series of strikes there, taking Bridget down. Daisy off the turnbuckle, the flying super kick there off the turnbuckle. Daisy now on the top rope, high rent district. Where's she gonna go? She wants Bridget on her feet for something. Oh, a second flying super kick. Is she going for a third? Bridget snaking to the outside, maybe trying to confuse Daisy. Oh, hook kick there, taking Daisy down. And the knees to the gut. I mean, she's trying her best. She's putting up a hell of a fight. Maybe taking the 2 L's has invigorated her. You never know. It worked for Eddie Kingston in the Continental Classic. Maybe it'll work for Bridget now.
That's
Daisy
true.
though with the cover. Just 2 count. Yeah, Eddie Kingston lost the first 2 matches of the first Continental Classic. Went on to win the whole damn thing. And maybe Bridget's going to do the same. Beautiful sequence there. Low drop kick. Turns Daisy in, side out. Oh, and stomping on the elbow. Both these women, very, very strike-based, very, very like leg-based strike fighters. Oh, beautiful counter there from Daisy. So it's very, very interesting to see these styles clash. And now, ooh, Daisy takes control of the wrist. I thought she was going for the turkey dinner there, but no. Instead, just stomping the head of Bridget instead. Bridget making her way to the exit, but Daisy awaiting at those opposite ropes, maybe trying for a tope con hero. Didn't quite catch it all, but got enough to take Bridget down. Daisy walking the long way around. And, ooh, I don't know quite what she's got planned at the moment, but, oh, Bridget not in a fantastic state. Daisy throwing Bridget up higher, up to the ramp, maybe making it harder for her to beat the count, perhaps. But she's slowly making her way to her feet. This is... Oh, she does not look in a great nick at all. Ooh, narrowly missed hitting those steel steps, thankfully. Both women beating the count, but again, Bridget does not look great on her feet. And instead, oh, she's wrenching the neck of Daisy against that top rope, getting on any opportunity she can to try and wear down the Princess of Sarasaland. Beautiful suplex. Drop kick to the back of the head. Beautiful. Again, both these women, it's just the simple things that executed well can take down your opponent. And with both these women, it's well-educated kicks. Bridget now taking Daisy up onto the top rope, defying everything I just said about them doing the simple things. Oh, that slap was totally ancillary to her argument, but I think she's going for an avalanche Spanish fly. Really busted out all the stops here. Chance of this is awesome from the crowd. Bridget up on the top rope. Is she gonna fly like a yo-yo? The double moonsault. Bam! It hits its target, gets the cover. Just a 2 count though, unfortunately. Short arm lariat from Princess Daisy though. She is not happy about this at all. See, I reckon Daisy saw this short feud as a way to get back in the title picture, and I don't think she expected Bridget to put up this much of a fight. Ooh, Bridget's out, the German suplex. Wow. Bridget with the German suplex into the bridge gets the victory.
I can't believe it.
Bridget. I don't think anybody expected that, least of all Princess Daisy. That was one hell of a turnaround. Well done, Bridget, for finally slaying the beast.
I mean, just finally getting any win,
Yeah,
to be honest.
Getting a win on the finally getting a win on the board. Finally taking down Daisy after taking 2 pins. I feel really good for Bridget, even though the score is still 2-1. I'm still happy that Bridget's got somewhere. Daisy's in an interesting position there, and I saw Wii Fit Trainer walking around in the back. Do you reckon she was watching? Do you reckon she was paying attention to that?
I mean, yeah, if we know that Daisy's going for the title picture, she's got to be watching, right?
She has got to be watching. I don't know if Wii Fit Trainer still respects Daisy enough to accept her into the title picture after taking that loss. I don't think Bridget definitely not ready for title picture yet. It's going to be very interesting to see. Wii Fit Trainer has requested some time next week to make a challenge. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who she does in fact challenge for the title at Love Wins, which takes place in 2 weeks from today. It's going to be very interesting to see who Wii Fit Trainer wants to face. Because there's so many top quality women in the women's division that she could like there's like maybe 5 people, of course, like all the previous champs. Bayonetta 2B, I would say, like even though she's been on the back burner, like Alice could still come up and give her a hell of a challenge. And then, you know, like Daisy, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn. There's like women's division continues to be fucking stacked. Let's be real. Coming up next, we have Spider-Man returning to singles action against a mystery opponent.
Interesting.
I'm not going to tell you who. Mystery opponent. Let's go. Let's just go down to the ring and see who Spidey's opponent is. Already in the ring from Queens, New York, Spider-Man, and his opponent was supposed to be Mr. Pringle, but I guess hailing from somewhere in Europe, Spy. Well,
I mean, these two did have some beef ages ago. I thought that had died off. We haven't really seen much of either of them.
yeah, I mean, the Spy aligned himself with Webmaster to try and sort of take down Spider-Man, and it kind of worked. But then Spider-Man was sort of distracted by the mixed tag tournament, and Spy, I assume, had other shit to fuck up somewhere else.
Yeah, he occasionally gets busy. There's some fortresses or something.
Yeah, there's this other company he works for. I think it's another wrestling company like Manco or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he had some bookings over there, but he's back now, and he has not forgotten that he and Spidey are not the best of friends. Oh,
Revenge is a dish best served cold, I guess.
I guess, but yeah, Spider-Man definitely wasn't expecting Spy to pop out, and it shows because I think Spidey was preparing for, you know, Mr. Pringle, a very different kind of fighter. But now, you know, Spy's done that thing that Spies love to do. Spidey, though, getting out of the way of that almost like a lethal injection type thing, but missing the duck, not quite able to get into the swing of things, Spider-Man, but that beautiful flapjack there might be the first step to Spidey, you know, getting his mojo back. And beautiful flipping neck breaker. Not quite past the watershed, so it's still a flipping neck breaker. I make that joke every week and it never stops being funny. Leg lariat there. Spidey definitely back in the groove now. He's waiting for Spy to get back up. I think he's got something terrible planned. Tope Suicida into the DDT. Incredible moves from Spider-Man. Almost like he's got a sixth sense for hitting, making his hits or something. The tornado takes down the Spy, but the Spy intercepts one of the flying feet of Spider-Man. Spider-Man firing back just as hard, though, and hitting the X Factor. Do you reckon Spider-Man's a fan of the X Factor?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Do you know, he's a bit young for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still doing X Factor. I feel like he'd be into whatever the latest one was.
The Voice? The Masked Singer? Well,
I feel like he'd like the Masked Singer.
He's got a thing for masks. Both these men have a thing for masks.
Yeah.
But I know X Factor's not a thing in America because they've still got American Idol. And X Factor replaced Pop Idol over here fucking years ago.
Now I'm thinking of that time Jericho was on the Masked Singer.
Oh, that was like me and you. Like I showed you the video, and like 10 seconds in, I was like, "Who's this? It's Chris Jericho, isn't it?" None of the judges knew who it was.
You know what's really tragic?
What?
Shut Up and Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I think of that song now, I think of Chris Jericho.
Yeah, because the way he did the whoa was just so not right. Ooh, niffle there from the Spy, but Spider-Man busting out at the very, very last second. Spy, it's, I guess, practicing his athletics there, but into the waiting arms of Spider-Man with the flipping neckbreaker. Yeah, because it was whoa, and he just sort of went ah in his full Chris Jericho style, and it was not good.
It was just like it was less of like a, I don't know, there's probably like very serious like musical terms for the different styles, but like the original has such a, it's very clean.
Yes, it's very clean, and he is very not.
Like, yeah, his was like a really messy rock version.
Yeah.
And even then, he didn't get half of the like steps right.
Spidey hitting that beautiful 630 senton. Is he going up for a second one? No. Beautiful Spider Frog splash instead. Gets the cover.
Did we post that in the Discord?
I don't know, but we'll have to post it again just in case. Go find it, post it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Chris Jericho on the Masked Singer. It's an incredible fever dream. Spy attempting, ooh, beautiful flip over the top from the Spy. Ducks the strike and gets a beautiful lariat. Beautiful sequence there from the Spy. Gets the cover.
Oh, that's the reveal. I don't want. Oh, there we go.
And it's still only a 2 count. The Spider will not lie down for the Spy just yet. Oh, duck under whatever the Spy had in plans. Spider-Man one step ahead. Draping DDT. Sorry, hanging DDT, not a draping DDT. Back up on the top rope. Another Spider Splash, but avoided by the Spy this time. And he's into the ropes. Big rolling lariat there from the Spy. Both these men very similar fighting styles. Spy's got something in mind. What's it going to be? Oh. Beautiful, lethal combination there from the Spy. Gets the cover. Spidey, though, still kicking out. He is not taking this interception lightly. But the trip and the second pin attempt. Not what we wanted to see from this match.
Not at all.
Here is your winner. The Spy. He came in, he intercepted what was supposed to be a nice little easy match for Spider-Man. Once again has made himself a thorn in the side of everyone's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What a fucking asshole. What an absolute fucking asshole. I mean, he's clearly got unfinished business with our favorite web slinger. Maybe this can rumble on for a little bit. They can finally get some resolution.
Yeah.
But
long time coming.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Mr. Pringle. He's supposed to get a little bit of ring time. We booked that in.
The first time in a long time.
First time in a long time, Mr. Pringle was supposed to get some ring time. But alas, somebody was like, nah, I wanna beat up a little kid from Queens. I'm such a fucking ho. Flat. You know what it's time for?
No.
It's time to go back to the fucking women's division. Women's division. And not only
that peaks the mic so bad. I know what you're doing.
Not only are we doing women's division.
Maybe we need a soundboard that does that.
Maybe. I need a button. I need a do button. But not only are we going to the women's division, we are going to the hardcore division because Pauline has been making herself known on the hardcore circuit after feeling like she needs a fair shot at the title. She got taken out of the inaugural hardcore match. Now she's forging a warpath. This week that warpath is She-Ra, and she is going no holds barred this time. It's a hardcore match with a previous hardcore champion. What do you fancy Mayor Pauline's chances on this match?
I'm going to be totally honest. I'd actually be shocked if she didn't take it. Pauline has really shown her
Whole ass.
No, that's bad. What? No, I need like a word for good. Like she's shown her capabilities, her ability.
She has shown her
You've
ability.
totally thrown me off, Eden. I can't believe you've
But
done this. To
she
me.
did with her whole sting with the Wonder Woman. She did show her whole ass. I'm right though. You don't like it, but I'm right.
I'm going to be honest. You've totally thrown off my ability to string a sentence together.
So, She-Ra or Pauline? You team Pauline?
Pauline, yeah.
I also think I've got to side with Pauline here, but it's only one way to find out. Let's go down to the ring. Your next match is scheduled for one fall with no disqualifications. On her way to the ring first from New Donk City, weighing in at 136 pounds. She is one half of the Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Team Champions, Mare Pauline. She's dressed for the occasion this time, and by that I mean she's wearing trousers. I didn't like her wrestling in that cocktail dress. It almost felt like she was showing off when she won. And her opponent from Eternia, weighing in at 154 pounds, She-Ra.
Honestly, it's really nice to see a wrestler with a double chin. I feel really represented.
Yeah, she's representing all the stripes. The Eternians, the larger ladies, the double chinned. Got it all on Wrestling is Silly. And I mean, it's kind of a shame that her hardcore title was so short-lived, but
Was it?
that's the way the hardcore title goes. It's always the way the hardcore title goes. It's the most ping-ponged belt.
Yeah, because it's brutal.
Yeah, you can
How
never,
are you supposed to keep that shit up for weeks and weeks and weeks?
Yeah, you can
I
never
couldn't
really
keep
fully
it up for
recover.
1 week.
I never want to like get hit in the head with a fucking kendo stick. I don't know about you.
No, thank you. Oh, Eden, you've not turned off your announcer button.
I don't know what you mean. I've got no echo on at all. Absolutely no echo.
Embarrassing.
Shut up. Everybody is all intentional.
I'm sure.
Boston Crab attempt by Pauline flipped out into a sit-out pin there from She-Ra, but unable to get any action. Geeks Mayberry, thank you for redeeming that hydrate. I will in fact do that now. Do you have a drink? Everyone else get a drink.
I do have a drink.
And take a big
Got
old
myself some
gluggeroonie.
Orange and mango squash.
Ooh, hell yeah. Another Boston Crab attempt from Pauline on the outside. But again, not one that can end in submission victory since she's out the ring. So just trying to, I don't know, neutralize the legs of She-Ra. I can never tell you what Mare Pauline's strategy is. I don't think she has one. She's just here to inflict pain.
Yeah.
Strategy, fuck shit up. She's like a female John Moxley in that way.
Yeah.
And I appreciate her for that. I love a bit of John Moxley. Northern Light suplex there in the ring. So there's been
maybe John Moxley is a male Mare Pauline.
A male Pauline. I like that.
Yeah.
It's been a surprisingly clean fight for saying it's no holds barred, but a huge elbow drop
they're ramping.
to the center of the ring. She-Ra kicking out at one. I mean, former hardcore champ, you think She-Ra would run straight to the weapons, but yeah, maybe they are just ramping up.
Yeah, maybe she just thought, well, if I can get an easy win where I don't need much recovery time, like, who even cares?
Yeah,
I'll just quickly do that.
If I get a table out, there's a chance that I'm going through a table. So what if I can win without getting a table out?
Yeah. I understand.
Speaking of getting a table out, here is Mare Pauline with the table. Now we know the rules of tables. If you set up the table, you are destined to go through that table. It's like
Yeah.
Chekhov's table.
Yeah.
If the Chekhov's gun rule was if you bring the gun out, you're going to get shot. But that rule may not.
Well, it's not. Chekhov's gun is not that you get shot.
No.
It's that the gun goes off.
Yes, but the Chekhov's table is if you get it out, you are going through the table.
I feel like that's Eden's table.
That is okay. That's Eden's table. Oh, drop kick to the back, right to the spine of a recovering She-Ra there. Pauline in dominant control right now. Despite that near fall in the early moments of the match, I can't remember a time when Pauline was not in control of this match. Was
When is
She-Ra a weenie
Pauline
champ?
not in control? Like, come on.
I mean, yeah, she is a very domineering fighter. She's a mayor for a reason.
I have my suspicions that she wasn't elected.
Do you think she murdered the previous mayor? Is that what you're implying?
Well, that wasn't what I was implying, but maybe it is now.
Maybe it is.
Because I don't think you can murder a mayor and become mayor.
It's like Highlander. You take their powers.
Right, okay, but then that would mean that the old mayor wasn't elected, which would make her being an unelected mayor not scandalous.
True. Oh, hook kick Pauline with the cover. Wow. The table was got out, never even used.
Yeah, Eden's table has been... We've got
Disproved,
some... Yeah.
Here's
some other
your
evidence.
Mayor Pauline. Yeah, the Eden's table rule does not hold fast this match. A very, very clean victory there for Mayor Pauline, ascending through. Like, even though that was a hardcore match, no weapons were swung. Pauline took 3 lariats onto a table that was not set up. Nobody went through a table. Clean victory for both. For Pauline.
Maybe it was just a safety table. She was like, "Well, I'll get it out."
It was a
while
warning
I'm
shot.
down here. I'll get it out while I'm down here, and then if I need it later, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah. If I need to, I've got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, could she be the first hardcore champion to never swing a weapon? That would be a very, very interesting victory.
That would be interesting.
That brings us to the end of the first half of Wrestling Silly. It has flown by, I know, but we're already at 8:10, so we're going to take a very, very brief 3-minute long break. Please do join us after the break for 4 more fantastic matches. In the meantime, I have one question for you, and that is, who is that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
everybody, to Wrestling is Silly. I am Eden, joined by Zach. You are joining us for the second half of the show. I say that like anybody would have joined and stuck around during the break, but alas, I'm going to continue it anyway because I am pretending this is an actual TV show and you all will humor me. Was your break good? Did you get a drink? I had a very satisfying piss.
Good for you.
I didn't know how
Not
to end that
many,
sentence on
not
that.
many people would be brave enough to say that.
I mean-
But you have just gone right on the internet.
I'm a bit of a
Normally it's
trailblazer.
me who embarrasses myself and says things like that, but you just went for it.
I'm a bit of a trailblazer, what can I say? Just, you know, sometimes you need to tell the world or the 10 people that watch your weird wrestling show that you had a satisfying piss.
Yeah, well, look, we've all had them.
We've all, yeah,
Unless
everyone's
you've
been
got prostate problems, in which case I'm sorry for your
Commiserations.
loss.
You know, one of the questions they use to sort of, well, this might be apocryphal, but I read that one of the questions that the American police uses to sort of get baseline wavelengths for lie detector tests is, have you ever had a satisfying bowel movement?
I feel like that's probably apocryphal, but also literally everybody has had one.
Yeah.
So if you say no to that, you're a liar.
Yeah, and
Though I
that's
suppose
how they get
there's-
the baseline, yeah.
Maybe there's some IBS warriors out there. that
If
like,
you,
no.
because it's like if you say yes, it's like yeah, everyone has, and if you say no, now they have a baseline for what you do when you lie, because it's almost guaranteed to be you have, but
I
nobody
mean-
really wants to. People don't really want to admit that.
To be honest, though, like lie detectors are all a bit bullshit, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
Not-
lie detectors
not
are
to-
bullshit.
Not to turn into a true crime podcast on people, but they're a bit bullshit.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that lie detectors were invented by the same guy that invented Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I read that.
And
you know,
that's-
you know what's really funny? Like, I would fail a lie detector test so bad, right? Because I can't even have my blood pressure checked without nerves raising my blood pressure. I am genuinely
You-
not joking.
You want
I
to get a
get
good
really
mark in blood pressure.
genuinely like they have to do it like multiple times, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I get weirdly nervous about having my blood pressure taken, and I think it's because high blood pressure runs in my family, so I'm really worried about having high blood pressure, so it like sets me off. But then like when I was having it done after my surgery and stuff, like my blood pressure was perfectly normal. In fact, it was actually a bit low after the anesthesia, so like I know I have normal blood pressure, but yeah, I can't get that. They'll never get a normal reading from me.
No, you've got ephemeral blood pressure. Never
Yeah.
do blood pressure test.
Yeah.
Checked. But yeah, that's why Wonder Woman has a lasso of truth, because it is him harkening back to his previous work as a lie detector test inventor.
I also heard he was really kinky, so
He
like I
was.
don't know
He
if
was.
I don't know if it's the same guy. Or if
Yeah,
it's, like,
he was the
one
same
of
guy. He was into dominatrixes, which is why he created Wonder Woman and an entire island
course.
of muscly women.
Of course, a fucking submissive guy was like, "What if she could tell I was lying to her?"
Yeah.
Though?
What if a big muscle mommy could tell I was lying? Yeah, he was a character, was old man whose name I cannot remember, but he invented Wonder Woman.
Do you reckon he only told people that because his dominatrix said that he should embarrass himself in front of everyone?
Yes.
Because I feel like if that were me, I would never admit that.
it wouldn't be the
Public.
worst thing. It wouldn't be the worst case of public humiliation because your dom told you to. That would be Liz Truss's prime ministerial reign.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Her dom.
Do you know, I was gonna say she wears a day collar, so maybe a
wears a day
dom told her
collar.
to. Maybe a dom told her to go for prime minister because it would be embarrassing.
I think here's my little pet conspiracy. That not only did her dom say have the worst prime ministerial run in the history of mankind, but her dom, who I think is Kwasi Kwarteng, handed her the mini budget and went, "Tell the country this is good.
Oh my
I wrote
God.
this. Tell the country it's good."
I'd have dumped him though.
Maybe the sex is just real fucking good.
That would have to be some pretty astonishing sex. And I'm going to be totally honest, I don't think Hattori is capable of sex that good.
No, you are totally right. But that's my little conspiracy theory is
No, I would
Liz
believe
Triss's
it.
is quasi-quota.
As a Tory woman, maybe he is offering the best sex that she's ever had.
Maybe.
It's like missionary with the lights on.
Maybe I think I'm right. I think that her dom is quasi-quota.
Why? Okay, why do you think that? Give me some evidence, or are you just thinking it because of the mini budget thing? Because I mean, to be fair, that is pretty strong evidence.
One, the mini budget thing. Two, I think I might have read it somewhere in like a leaked WhatsApp message.
Okay.
And three, I just think it's
Google
real
that.
funny. I just think it's funny, you know.
I'm gonna Google it. What do you reckon?
I think you should do some research while I introduce this next match. Because we're staying in the women's division, and not only are we staying in the women's division, we're getting super fucking gay in the women's division right now. Because our next match, Tetra is taking on Misty, and who is that in the corner of Misty? Well, it is only the queen we heard from last week. Ursula has decided to accompany Misty out to the ring this week. Is it gonna get real fucking gay? Only time will tell. You found anything?
Well, okay, so the problem is it's really difficult to find anything when she fired him.
That is true.
So, I mean, maybe that was just
Maybe that was the
she
breakup.
did the mini budget and then she was like, I don't know if I can do this.
That was too much. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. There might have been something to do with Amber Rudd.
You getting too deep?
you might
too deep.
be-
Come back.
No, you might be thinking of Amber Rudd because she was in a relationship with him.
Scandalous. Or
Yeah.
while he was Liz Truss's dom the whole time. Scandal. I'm accepting it as fact. It is in my head fact because it makes the timeline slightly funnier.
This is quite possibly the best headline I've ever seen in my entire life. Kwasi Kwarteng's younger wife, sex dossier, an on-off romance with former Home Secretary Amber Rudd.
That's a really long headline as well.
Well, it's okay. It's not the headline. It's like the like the Google search
Yeah.
thing that comes up.
What an autofill. Anyway, come back. We've got lesbians.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't get bogged down with politics. We've got lesbians. Misty and Ursula. Tetra. Who do you think's gonna win?
Misty. She's got Ursula on her side.
Power of lesbians. Let's go down to the ring. Stop googling Liz Truss.
I want to find out who her dom is. We can go into true crime, but relationship status, I guess.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. On her way to the ring first from Cerulean City, weighing in at 131 pounds, being accompanied by Ursula Misty. True crime, but for who is who's dom.
Yeah.
What a podcast. Maybe that'll be our podcast.
Armchair detective, but for doms.
Armchair dom detective.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That could be our podcast.
Maybe. Armchair dom detective. We try and find out who is who's dom. I don't know how lucrative. I don't know how many episodes there is in that podcast, but I'll definitely do it.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to take me more than one to work out who Liz Truss's dom is. So,
True.
we can have season arcs rather than like one per episode.
A season arc.
Yeah, we do
Not
a bit
a
of
bad
research
plan.
every week.
We
Bring back
a single extra fact.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we only have to fill 5 minutes.
Got 5
the
minutes
rest of it
to,
we can just talk about.
And her opponent from the great seas of Hyrule, weighing at 175 pounds, Tetra. Yeah, if we bring one new fact, 5 minutes to fill, then we just talk bollocks the rest of the time.
Yeah.
I like it. It'll be more listenable than any actual true crime podcast. I can't stand true crime podcasts, if I'm honest.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are fine.
Yeah. It's like even when like Chilluminati does a true crime arc, I'm like, I'll just skip these episodes. I want to hear him talk about aliens and shit. I don't want to hear him talk about murderers.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends, like, on what they're doing. Because, like, some of them, I think, just kind of enjoy being little freaks about it.
Being little freaks.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you can be a little freak about all sorts of things. But
That's true,
Some
that's true.
people just enjoy being a little freak about true crime.
Very true. I appreciate that Tetra brings a little pirate ship wheel to the ring, in case anyone forgets that she doesn't know how to pilot a ship.
Yeah.
The bell has rung. Misty and Tetra lock horns. Jawbreaker from Misty fresh out the gate. Big reaction there from Ursula in the back. Tetra, they're reversing to a beautiful judo throw. And combination strikes into the snapmare. Tetra back in control. Oh, knee across the face now. And the drop kick, so the leg drop right onto the arm of Misty. That's going to neutralize the double foot stomps. Tetra in full control. Tetra's another one that's been struggled to get a W on the board for a long time. Maybe that's given her some fire, especially after seeing Bridget earlier today finally get her first win. Misty kind of unable to get the engine going. And oh, Tetra with the sleep and the leap. And oh, chop across the chest of Misty. And now, oh, really wrenching that leg back. See, this is a new Tetra. We've not seen a Tetra this fired up in a long time. She has also been sort of jobber to the women's division for a long time, but now she gets the cover.
I mean, the thing is, I think it's just because we've said it before, we'll end up saying it again, but our women's division is so stacked that even the women that end up sort of being jobbers for the others, they're very talented, and I think that can lead to a certain level of maybe feeling a bit resentful. Maybe I'm not sure if that's the right word, but just, you know, feeling like they should be getting the same options as other people, and it doesn't always work out that way, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I understand totally what I mean. Like, the standard is so high in the women's division that, like, just because Tetra and people like Tetra and Bridget have lost more than they've won, it doesn't mean that they're bad at all. It just hasn't been their day. A diving crossbody. Misty going for the emergency exit there, but Tetra hot on her tail. Now Tetra up on the top rope. Big elbow right to the spine of Misty. Tetra going right back to those ropes. What she got in mind now? And there the anchor drop, but Misty rolling out of the way. That was a shrewd move from Misty. That could have been the end of it all, but now Misty, that was an interesting attack there from Misty. But when she was down, basically just recovering, big punt kick though, that's more like it. Misty stepping a game up. Just, smashing the sole of a boot into the face. Thrust kick takes Tetra down, gets the cover. Just a 2 count though. Chance of women's wrestling from the crowd. X Factor there from Misty. Getting Tetra right back up for more though. Oh, super kick attempt avoided by Tetra. Oh, right on the kneecap. And the pendulum DDT driving the head of Misty down into the mat. And leg drop again on that arm. Really, really making a point of neutralizing that arm. But Misty firing back with the flying Tornado Tijeras. Both women on even footing, and now Misty just flurry of strikes to the face of Tetra. And now Tetra going snap suplex. Oh, spinning back fist, the hurricane there from Tetra. And gets the wrist control, big Russian leg sweep. Tetra gets the cover. Just a 1 count though. Misty really asserting a dominance with that kick out. And meeting the minds, lariat combination there from Tetra. Misty escaping to the corner to try and recover, but Tetra striking, tackling into the corner there. And beautiful sliding lariat.
I genuinely thought she was just gonna run at her and like fucking
just slide past her out the ring.
No, like, because as she was running up, she was like swinging her arms. I thought she was just gonna run at her and fucking windmill her to death.
And she hits the anchor drop, gets the cover. And that is the win. That may be the first singles victory for Tetra.
I mean, honestly, I feel like we need to start writing that shit down.
Here is your winner, Tetra. And maybe we do. I think we really do. Because we don't keep track of win-loss records here. We ain't AEW. Maybe we should. But that feels like Tetra's first singles victory so far. Just give her an extra moment to bask in the glory of that win.
I'm actually not sure it is a first. I don't think she... Okay, look, don't take my trans card away from me, but I don't think she was as bad as Bridget.
I don't know if she was... I don't know if she's... I don't think she's lost as many times as Bridget, but I don't think she's won before now.
Okay. Well, you have the better memory than me, so maybe you're right.
But perhaps I'm gonna say first singles victory for Tetra. Interesting that Misty, with the new management from Ursula, failed to sort of capitalize on this. But it's still early days. Maybe she hasn't learned everything that Ursula has to offer yet. I can't see this getting in the way of that partnership. Kind of feel for Misty though. I feel like she was onto something with this new partnership, but as with anything, it takes a little bit to get in the swing of like a new partner, a new teacher, a new style. It's always a little bit of an adjustment period, so I understand.
Yeah.
Next up, we have everybody's favorite monster. We've talked about him a lot already today. Garfield taking on Kim Kitsuragi from the RCM. Kim trying to maybe make himself known as more of a singles wrestler and not just a guy that accompanies Harry out sometimes. I really admire his real attempt at pushing himself out there, but he's not the best at choosing opponents.
No. I'm pretty certain that Kim has seen more singles action than Harry has.
I believe so, yes. Also, Rachel, thank you for those 100 gay bits. Hell yeah. We got 100 little pride flag bits. I love a pride flag bit. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kim has recently had more singles action than Harry. Harry has been otherwise busy, but yeah, he's now decided to say yes to a match with Garfield, which is, I'm gonna say it, a stupid thing to do.
Well, yeah, but also, somebody's got to fight Garfield, otherwise he could sue us for not meeting his contractual obligations.
That is very, very true. And I would hate to see Garfield's legal team.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like Garfield's legal team is him eating your soul.
Oh yeah, very much don't like that. Any chance? Do you think there's a chance that Kim wins this?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Miracles can happen.
You've got so much faith in him. Let's go down to the ring and see if that pays off.
I believe in Garf.
This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. On his way to the ring first, from your darkest nightmares, weighing in at 276 pounds, Garfield. Never get bored of this.
Good, because he ain't gonna stop doing it.
Just one day I want him to just run down to that Ultimate Warrior style, just leg it.
That would be a terrifying day.
Right? Oh, could you imagine though?
He would absolutely savage his opponent when he got down to the end.
Oh yeah, he would. Like, if he ran down to the ring, the match might end up being shorter than that entrance.
I find it really funny that the lighting from his lamp somehow shades his ass to make him look really caked up.
It does. maybe, like, he eats a lot of lasagna. Where them carbs gonna go, man?
Yeah, does Garfield got cake?
Where else them carbs gonna go? I would love to get a sit down interview with Garfield, but I just want to know what's going on inside that head. But I know that is an impossible ask.
Yeah, I don't think he'd tell you even if you asked.
No, I mean, he's not much of a talker, I know, but I would really like to know. What makes him tick? What makes him make his choices? Why did he come here? What is his plan?
Maybe he just really likes lasagna and catering.
I mean, we do have really good catering, and we've got really good lasagna and catering. Maybe that's it. Maybe he just... This is an offshoot of he gets to come here and eat my lasagna.
Yeah. I would believe that. Your cooking's very good.
Yeah. I make him lasagna, he has to wrestle for me.
Yeah. Maybe that's in the contract. We should really check what's in that.
Yeah, we really should. And his opponent from the city of Revachol, weighing at 212 pounds, Kim Kitsuragi. And now for the absolute opposite end of the spectrum. Kim, no nonsense, getting his ass in the ring. No pomp, no circumstance, just I need to get in here and kick your ass. Not even entertaining the hard cam. All business, Kim Kitsuragi. All business. Although I've seen he puts on this facade of all business. I've seen him in his car hyping up to his like speed metal. He's secretly really into some freaky music, and I love it. Although in the ring, Garfield really dominating the first act of the match. Already Kim seemingly split open. That happened. Did that happen when I was talking about speed metal? Already? Goddamn Kim. Goddamn Garfield. Beautiful power slam there from Garth. Blink and you'll miss it, and now Kim split open. What the fuck? It's not like it's going well for old Kim. Flying crossbody there from Garfield. And now laying in those big paws right all over the body of Kim Kitsuragi. That foot covers the entirety of his goddamn face. And now Kim trying to fire back, but Garfield one step ahead. Hits the lariat, gets the cover. Just a 1 count. Kim trying to give some form of dominance, but I don't know how successful he's going to be. Double axe handled, managing to catch Garfield off guard field. And now Garfield responding by just trying to crush the face of Kim Kitsuragi.
I mean, look, sometimes you can't beat the simple moves. Sometimes you just got to crush a guy's face.
Sometimes you've just got to crush a guy's face. I mean, maybe that's how do you think that's how he steals souls? He just sort of absorbs them with a good old face crush.
Yeah, maybe.
Ooh. Shoulder tackle right between the shoulder blades of Kim Kitsuragi. That was unorthodox, but Garfield is nothing but unorthodox. Spinning back fist. Kim managing to stay on his feet for that. Exploder suplex onto the mats. Kim is really being tested now. Hitting the snap suplex. Garfield's feet avoiding the Spanish commentary table. And Garf firing back with all his might. Oh! Kim colliding with the table and then with the stairs. Referee up to a 7 count now. Kim on spaghetti legs. Is Kim going to beat the count? Is Garfield going to reset the count? Kim just about able to get in. And, oh! Sent careening back to earth with the strength of 1,000 cats. Garf up on the top rope. This is a bad place. Kim up on his feet. Flying drop fist. Garfield with the cover. Still a 2. Kim is hanging in there by the skin of his teeth. Oh, he hit Garfield with a surprise
phrase,
kitchen sink. The skin of his teeth has always been a weird phrase to me. Teeth don't have skin.
I guess enamel is tooth skin.
Maybe, I guess. Don't like that though.
No, it's not good.
No. Oh, another Garfield with the lasagna claw locked in. Kim trying to fight back, manages to throw off the beast. And another flying lariat from Garfield. Kim having to pull himself up by the ropes. Garfield having the time of his life and hitting the spear. Oh, this does not look good for Kim. Garfield on the top rope hits the elbow off the top rope onto the outside. Not a good idea for either involved, but Kim avoids the drop kick, hits Garfield with one of his own. He's fighting back as best he can. And gut wrench, gut buster. Kim, he's trying his best. He's giving it his all. Once again, the fight spilling to the outside. It didn't go too well for Kim last time. But he's got the cat by the scruff of the neck right now. Referee up to a 7 count, just about. Oh, not Garfield avoiding the ring post. And managing to clip the leg of Kim as he got in, allowing him to hit the I'm sorry, John, get the cover. And there is the win for Garfield. Here's your winner, Garfield. Hello. Unthinkable sheep.
Interesting.
And the unthinkable sheep out of nowhere really shutting down that victory for Garfield. It appears after Garfield squashed the Unthinkable Rabbit last week, that the rest of the Unthinkables are not taking that very well. Garfield may have just made himself a powerful set of enemies.
And there's more of them than there is of him.
Yes, Garfield may be an existential threat trapped in the body of an animal, but they are 4 existential threats trapped in the body of animals. They can outnumber him. He's going to need to find some friends, and fast. That's not how I expected that to end, but hey, I'm always here for some unexpected action. Kim put up a valiant effort, though. Shout out to Kim for putting up a real valiant effort.
He did his best, and we love that for him.
Did his level best. Moving on to our next match. Bob Belcher is making a beeline for the Twitch title. He's been ranting and raving about it backstage for weeks now. He beat both Rue and the Joker in that triple threat match, and that was sort of a gentleman's agreement between the 3 of them. Whoever won that got to, claim rights to the Twitch title. Nobody's mentioned this to Ichiban yet because he's a bit busy, but
yeah, it's just had a new game come out,
He's been jetting it between here and Hawaii. He's got a team up with Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Well, he's free now. He's available now. But yeah, maybe this match will get the attention of Kasuga Ichiban, because Bob is taking on the first ever Twitch champion, the people's champion in some people's hearts, Luigi. Remember back when Luigi was Twitch champ?
I do, so long ago.
So long ago. Back when...
Wrestling is Silly has been going that long that we can be nostalgic about it now.
Back when Mr. M was a good guy, Dead by Daylight was a thing.
What a time to be alive.
So long ago, what a time to be alive. And now, Luigi and Bob, one-on-one, Bob making a beeline for the Twitch title picture. Who you got your eye on for this match?
Whenever the Springfield Sports Center go for things, they take it seriously and whole ass it to the end. So, I worry for anyone in their warpath.
Yeah, when the Springfield Sports Center wants something, they usually get it.
Yeah.
So I think this win has got Bob's name on it. I don't want me to find out though. Let's go down to the ring. This next match is scheduled for 1 fall with no time limit. On his way to the ring first, from a conveniently located burger shack on Ocean Avenue, Seymour's Bay, New Jersey, fighting out of the Springfield Sports Center, weighing in at 256 pounds, he is accompanied by Homer Simpson, Bob Belcher.
I have that hoodie that Homer is wearing.
You do have that hoodie. Is it a comfy hoodie?
And I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite hoodies.
It's a good hoodie. I do enjoy that hoodie. You too can get yourself a Springfield Sports Center hoodie and be just as cool as both Homer and Zach are going to kofi.com/wrestlingsilly/shop. You could be that cool. You can also get it on a t-shirt. Like I said this last week, I'll say it again. I kind of want the Springfield Sports Center apron. I might have to see if I can get one of those printed. And his opponent from the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 220 pounds, Luigi. Luigi, he lost his way recently. He came back with a snack pack. They had a whole thing. He had this beef with Pepsi Man, and then Santa Claus fucking Thanos snapped Pepsi Man out of existence. And now Luigi's got room to thrive. He's got room to thrive. People think he's hot now. I'm real excited to see this next
People
chapter
are
of Luigi.
people are inviting him to clean their pipes, if you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
People want Luigi's pipe. Gus rings the bell. Luigi opening up fire with the pump handle into the power slam. Beautiful, beautiful. And just stomping a hole in the chest of Bob Belcher. Bob, though, not one to give up that easily. Oh. Slingshot DDT there from Luigi. Again, we've not seen Luigi in a while. It hits the spinning neckbreaker. Maybe Luigi definitely looks like he's been keeping it in the gym. We know he likes to do that indie circuit as well. No, not an ounce of ring rust on this man. Bob, though, a little bit wavering in his stance here. Maybe he's gonna bottle it. He's been thrown to the outside. Luigi gets ahead of steam. Over the top tope con hero. Beautiful acceleration, beautiful explosiveness from Luigi. And oh, beautiful, beautiful sequence there from Luigi. And hits the back stabber. I think Bob might be what's the word? It's not stage fright. I mean, he did just hit a beautiful spear. What's the word for when you get your moment and you bottle it? Whatever that word is Bob is bottling it right now.
I don't know. I call it shit in the bed.
He's really shit in the bed. He's really shit in the bed. Because he's worked his ass off. He put his name in for the Twitch title. Oh! But then he sends Luigi careening into the apron with that side suplex. What do we know about the apron, folks? It is the hardest part of the ring. But now Bob finally... Ooh, I was about to say finally getting started here, but Luigi shutting him down just as fast. And now... Oh, Luigi reversing it, but no! The Egad slam out of nowhere! Luigi gets the cover. Bob fighting back, though. Bob ain't done yet. But Luigi tope suicida. I'm really feeling for Bob. I gotta be honest. It feels like he's barely been able to get started, and Luigi just shutting him down. But maybe Luigi wants his title back. He wants his big purple belt back. It's been a long time since we've seen Twitch title holder Luigi. Oh, the distance on that elbow drop. Holy shit. There's the rolling stunner. Another tope suicida. God, Luigi's on fucking fire today. I love this. I missed seeing Luigi on top of his game like this. He is on fire. I am loving it. Homer is hating it. Look at him. Homer's there going over to Bob, giving him a little pep talk.
I feel like Homer hates most things, so I can't.
Yeah, Homer on an average day versus Homer when he actually hates something, there's very little difference.
Yeah.
Again, Bob trying to fight back, but Luigi shutting his ass down. And now Luigi returning back to the ring, breaking the count for more action on the outside with Bob Belcher. Combination strikes, a left and a right, and the running elbow drop to the spine of Bob. And Luigi is really dominant right now.
Yeah, he is.
Bob's barely got any offense in at all.
Which is unusual. Bob
Yeah.
loves offense.
Bob is usually all offense all the time, and right now he's unable to I mean, and the Sports Center are best at shutting down like offense that Luigi offers. A second EGAD slam. This has got to be it for Bob. No. Yeah, the Sports Center are usually good at shutting down this kind of fast, flippy offense. Like, that's why the Sports Center is such good foils for Sonic Generations, but this time it's just not working for old Belchy boy. Although, Juji hits the judo throw into the cross arm breaker. Is Bob finally getting switched on? No, Luigi able to just snake his way out. But that arm does not look good. That is a fucked up arm. But now, oh, going for the exploder, but Bob managing to break his way out of it. High angle T-bone suplex there. Maybe Bob's finally getting started. He's looking at Luigi on the outside. He's not usually one to take flight, but the elbow drop connects. That's a desperation move by Bob Belcher. A desperation move. And now really wrenching that arm. Arms don't spin that way. Arms especially aren't supposed to go all the way around like that. Now just cross chops across the face. Luigi though. Luigi once again trying to fire back as best he can. Bob finally in charge. Could this be the comeback that Bob needs? The Belchy boy comeback. Come on. He's got something in mind. Luigi slowly making his way up to his feet. Bob maybe looking at locking in the burger of the day. The hooks are in. The sleeper hold is in. Can Luigi escape? This would be a real turnaround if Bob can make this victorious. No, Luigi just able to muscle his way out. And ooh, goes for a DDT. Doesn't quite get it, but he hits a sort of almost a crossbody there. Both men down. Bob the first one to his feet. And oh, the El Camino suplex gets the cover. Wow.
Well what did I say?
Your winner, Bob Belcher.
When they set their minds to something.
Yeah. You said it and you were right. When the Sports Center want it, the Sports Center get it. And
I'm going to be honest, I wasn't entirely sure that they would necessarily get it this particular time, but like that, I think that's the difference between the Sports Center and a lot of other wrestlers. Like when the Sports Center wants something, even if they fail, they go for it again and again and again, and they'll eventually get it.
Mm-hmm. Like, they will bang their head against the wall over and over and over again to get what they want. But they also will just do that. They will come out of nowhere, turn on, and dominate. I'm always excited to see Sports Center.
I'm gonna pull out a sweet Docky Who reference. They're like the Doctor doing the same day over and over again and punching the diamond.
They are just like the Doctor in Hellbent?
Yes.
Yes.
Or was it? Yeah.
Hellbent. Yeah, Hellbent was the good one. Heaven Sent was the one afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much of an opinion on that episode because I don't like that entire...
I'm going to be totally honest, I don't remember it.
Yeah, apparently...
I remember the really, like, fucking creepy episode where he's in the definitely not horror tower.
Yeah. Like, I just don't remember.
And that was really fun.
Arc. I don't like that run of the show.
That episode's really good, though.
Yeah, that episode is good. You know what else is good?
the blind tag tournament.
The blind tag tournament, but also our main event, which is part of the blind tag tournament. Our main event for this week
Yeah,
is
see?
indeed a return to the blind tag tournament. The Fight Boyfriends are so goddamn back, and they are taking on Darth Maul and Mr. M. Do you have any updates from the Fight Boyfriends camp?
They were caught hanging out in secret.
caught
Very
hanging out?
salacious stuff. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's exactly the kind of thing you'd see on the cover of Hello magazine
Or
if they were any
Heat,
good
or-
and
or-
reported on people I care about.
or Pick Me Up magazine.
Yeah. It would be all over the cover of like a celebrity goss magazine.
What were
if
they
those
doing?
magazines. Well, okay, so this is the thing. They were hanging out, and then somebody caught them hanging out, and then all of a sudden they didn't want to hang out anymore, and they both left again. So,
Salacious.
very salacious stuff. We don't know the specifics, we just know that there was hanging out occurring.
Well, that is hot goss, the hottest of goss.
The hottest of goss. When they wouldn't even meet each other before the show last week, so...
Maybe once they got in the ring, they realized what they were missing.
Yeah. Each other's hot bodies.
Each other's hot bodies. Do you think they're gonna take it? I mean, it's a bit useless asking you what you want to happen. Do you think they're gonna take it?
Eden, no commentary on the bias desk.
No commentary on the bias test. Let's go down to the ring. Wrestling is Silly. Your main event tonight is a tag team match and is a semi-final of the blind tag tournament. On their way to the ring first, he is the Wrestling is Silly World Tag Team Champion, and his name is Kiryu Kazuma, and his partner, the Wrestling is Silly Smiley Case holder, Majima Goro. Fight! Boyfriends!
I'm really glad you say it the normal way around and don't try and, quote, correct it, unquote. Hate it when people do that.
I'll be honest, playing through the Yakuza games and, like, someone will say, Majima Goro, and that will be the whole sentence, and the caption will say Goro Majima. Like, no, that's not
Yeah.
what he said. The name is the other way. Stop doing that.
When the subtitles lie right to my face, that annoys me.
Yeah.
I only accept it once, and that is that one wrestling commentator who does say it the other way
Yes.
around for, like, apparently no reason.
And their opponents first, from New Donk City, he is one half of the Wrestling is Silly Mixed Tag Team Champions, Mr. M. Yeah, like,
I think they should just do like a fucking glossary or some shit and just be like, look, you fucking stupid idiots. If you don't know already, the names, it's family name first in Japan. So work it out, numbnuts.
Like I feel like a couple of years ago, Japan basically said we're gonna stop swapping the names around in English, and like the Associated Press have started just printing the names without.
Okay.
Like,
Sometimes yes, but a lot of the times I've also noticed no. Like credits and stuff, when they are anglicized, they will still be first name, last name. Well, sorry, given name, family name.
well, like in media, like a lot of it's gonna be like if you're in a union and you've got an equity name, then a Japanese actor's equity name will be their anglicized name. But yeah, I think they're trying to stop the name swapping.
I feel like I heard that and then
it didn't
nothing
take,
else
yeah.
about it ever again.
Yeah.
To be fair, it might just be on official documents.
And his partner from Dathomir, he is the Wrestling is Silly Flippy Shit Division Champion, Darth Maul.
Okay, well, I want to go back to the conversation I was having because no one cares about him. So
It might just be unofficial documents, and also I know how you feel about Darth Maul, so I will allow you to continue the conversation.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe you should get good or something. I don't know.
He's a fucking champion.
Yeah, flippy shit though. So like, you know, come on. Objectively the worst of the belts.
You are so mean to
I'm not me. Look, I'm just saying what everybody's too frightened to say. I speak for the silent majority. Everyone knows flippy shit's the worst of the championships. You're telling me that it's better than fucking the world champion? No.
I mean, no. Of course, it's
No. Are you
wrestling
telling me it's better than the women's champion? No. Are you telling me it's better than the hardcore champion? No. Are you telling me it's better than the tag team champions? No. So tell me what other fucking belts there is.
Twitch
It's the
champion?
worst one. Oh yeah, Twitch champion. It's not better than the Twitch champion though, is it?
No, that's true. What about the mixed tag?
No.
Count? What about the mixed tag? That's a bit
Well,
of a
that's-
ceremonial belt. That's definitely.
That's more ceremonial. So I mean, I still think it's better, but like you know, it's still ceremonial.
Yeah.
I'll put it on par.
It's,
You can be ceremonial flippy shit champion.
I just
What do
think
you want?
you're playing a dangerous game. You
Am
know.
I? What's he gonna fucking do? Beat me up? Don't think so.
Yeah, Ayakara saying it's better than the tag belts.
Oh my god!
I
You don't know what you're talking about.
Sonic Generations. I mean,
Sonic Generations, Springfield Sports Center,
Fight Boyfriends.
the Fight Boyfriends. You're fucking telling me you'd rather watch Darth Maul than any of those? No.
I mean, what about the previous Flip Shit Division champion?
I mean, look, I like Rue. Okay, he's great. I'm gonna leave it there.
Wow, it's harsh words from Zach. But the main event has begun. Darth Maul. Oh! Military press into the gutbuster there. Beautiful opening move from Darth Maul and showing a lot of strength, able to lift Kiryu like that. Majima hitting the suplex. Darth Maul going for the second moonsault. Kiryu getting out of the way. And a single chop sends Darth Maul to his feet as Mr. M is handily worked over by Majima. Ooh, knee strike in the corner from Kiryu. Darth Maul though gets the boot up.
Do you think Kiryu feels left out because he's the only one that's not like malicious?
Malicious.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, Mr. M, Darth Maul,
Majima.
Majima,
And then
right?
Kiryu.
And then yeah, he doesn't even have an M in there.
No M in. Well, I mean, there's an M in Kazuma, but
Oh
It's like-
yeah, there is. I was thinking of Kiryu.
and he's nicknamed Dragon of Dojima. There's no sort of M's at the beginning there. He can't M it up.
I mean, there's not an M at the beginning. There is an M in Dojima,
Yeah.
but again, like I don't know. In the middle of the name, it doesn't really.
Yeah, you can't make a nickname that begins
Having-
with an M from that.
Having an M in your name does not make you malicious.
It doesn't make you malicious at all. The Fight Boyfriend's kind of dominant right now. There was a short stint where Mr. M had the best over Majima, but that was quickly shut down by some teamwork between the two Fight Boyfriends.
I'm going to be honest. Like sometimes
Ooh.
it looks like Majima is like getting worked a bit, but like I think he's just kind of into it. I think he just makes that shit up. He's just like, yeah, I'll just let them wail on me for a little bit, and then I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And everybody's
Yeah,
else
part of
like
him just wants a good fight. Like, it's no
Yeah.
fun if he just dominates.
yeah,
That's the whole reason he and Kiryu got together in the first place.
yeah. Well, I mean, Kiryu just beat the shit out of him. He
Yeah.
kinda dug that because he's a bit of a freak.
He did dig that because he is a bit of a freak. Oh, German suplex from Mr. M. Mr. M showing off some surprising strength.
Oh,
Kiryu hitting the jawbreaker. Was that a whiffed moonsault from Majima there on the outside?
yeah,
That's a
it
bad
was.
place
That was
to
tragic.
be, but Kiryu with the cover. Oh! Majima getting worked over on the outside there by Darth Maul. Kiryu though,
Right.
Phoenix splash from Kiryu. Cover. Mr. M though not having fucking any of it, kicking out with just a 1 count. And
That was not a 1 count, was it? That was a 2 count.
and avoiding the elbow. But now, beast beast mode driver from Kiryu gets the cover. Majima just has to distract. And Fight Boyfriends take it. The essence of choking was in on Darth Maul as well. Here are your winners. Fight Boyfriends. Making quick work of their opponents so far. The Fight Boyfriends are now in the finals of the mixed tag tournament. So the blind tag tournament.
Yeah. It's mixed as in they're all mixed
They're all
up.
mixed up. Yeah. And what a way to take it. And your finals, which will be contested next week on Wrestling is Silly. Donkey Kong and Karl Marx versus the Fight Boyfriends. The winner will fight Sonic Generations at Love Wins on the 14th of February. That and so much more all happening next week and the following week at Love Wins. You do not want to miss out a single moment of it. While I have you here, before we wrap up the show, if you have enjoyed the show, please do follow the channel. That is that, and telling your friends about the stream. Best way to support the show for free. If you have a little bit of spare cash, yes, you can cheer, yes, you can sub. But if you want a way to help that does not put any more money in Jeff Bezos' wallet, he takes half my Twitch subs. He has enough money. He doesn't need any more of my money. You can come and support us over at Ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, where we have not only do we have the shop where you can get the Fight Boyfriends t-shirt, the Springfield Sports Center t-shirt, and a Big Meaty Men Slapping Meat t-shirt. You can also support us on a one-off or monthly basis at higher tiers. On the monthly basis, you can pick a title match. You can become part of Wrestling is Silly. You can accompany your favorite wrestler out into the show, much like Ayakara, our current It's Getting Silly tier backer. Huge shout out to Ayakara, all the help she does for the channel and for setting up the VR chat watch parties every single week. And if we hit £100 a month on the Ko-fi, we will unlock Wrestling is Silly Punchline, a brand new show, 1 hour every Saturday on YouTube, where we will have brand new shows, matches, recaps of ongoing feuds, chats with folks who help make Wrestling is Silly happen. We're currently a quarter of the way there at 25 out of £100. If you do have any spare cash and you enjoy the show, Ko-fi.com/Wrestling is Silly, please do help us out. With that out of the way, Fight Boyfriends are in the finals. How are you feeling?
I mean, was it ever going to get any other way? Perfect boys.
Your perfect boys indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm jazzed. It's been a real good show. I am gonna send you all away now to somebody.
No, don't send me away.
No, not you. You can stay.
Yes.
I won't send you away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send everybody in chat away.
Yeah. Suck an egg, chat. I get to stay. You don't.
I'm going to send you all away so I can play some Infinite Wealth in peace. Who do I send people away to?
I don't know who's streaming.
Rue is streaming. Should we go say hello to Rue?
Yeah.
Rue is playing Dave the Diver, a game that I've never heard of, but I guarantee it's good.
I think I've heard of the game. I don't know what it is.
That there is the raid message. Please do drop it in chat. If you do that and run away, that's fine. Don't worry about it. That's all I do. And yeah, if you enjoy the show, join us on Discord. Buy gay little pins at nerdycareer.com. Makes that do a little bit more admin.
Yeah.
And yeah, book in here, book far, wherever the book you are. I hope you're having a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next stream. Love you. Bye.